Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger with SacredSoulEmpowerment.com, here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, February 1st through Sunday, February 7th, 2016. I want to make mention that I've also just recorded and posted on YouTube the monthly angelic astrology reading for February, the whole month of February of 2016. So you'll want to be sure to look at the monthly reading as well to get a larger picture, an overall good view of the whole month of February. So for this week's weekly reading, we're going to be using Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck. You can see that the cards are already pulled for the general reading for everyone. And that is because I had a little bit of a snafu trying to record the video the first time around for some reason. And I had just chosen the cards when I figured out that there was something amiss. And so I had to start over. So these cards I have not even looked at yet, and they were chosen randomly. Your special message card, depending on your stone of choice this week, is going to be coming from Doreen Virtue's Angel Answers Oracle cards. And your stones of choice for this week are Black Obsidian is the first choice. And this is a very protective, grounding stone. When we think of obsidian, we normally do think of the black obsidian. And it's got kind of a shine to it, a clear, shiny, reflective type of quality. And that reflective quality is indicative of reflecting to us some of the shadow sides of ourselves. And that shouldn't be a scary thing. This is just bringing to the surface or bringing to our awareness maybe some of the negative mindsets or thoughts that we have that need to be released and healed. And this stone can help us to do that. So again, though, it's very protective of negative, lower vibrational energies and very grounding. Your second stone of choice is Yellow Aventurine. Now, Yellow Aventurine is going to vibrate to the solar plexus chakra, the chakra that deals with our sense of power and owning our power. This stone helps us to release grief energies, and also it helps on a physical level to release toxins from the body's energy flow so that that flow of energy can be unencumbered. Your last stone of choice is a Strawberry Obsidian. So here now we have an obsidian, but it's rose pink colored, so called Strawberry Obsidian. It's also a very grounding stone, but it helps in a more focused way to relieve mental and emotional stress and tension. And it's considered a stone of spirituality. I want to say spirituality in regards to unconditional love because of that beautiful strawberry color. So again, your stones of choice for this week are Black Obsidian, Yellow Aventurine, and Strawberry Obsidian. Now, the astrology for the week, I'm going to actually jump all the way ahead to Friday, the 5th of February. There's some other minor things going on early in the week with the moon, but nothing really substantial until we get to Friday. And this is with the planet Venus coming together with the planet Pluto. Now, you might feel this as early as Wednesday and Thursday as it's building up its energies, but Venus is the planet of love, relationships, partnerships. It's a planet that rules money and finances, as well as the divine feminine energy. And Pluto is a planet of big changes and transformation. And so with these two coming together, I want to say that the divine feminine energy this week is going to be very strong. Okay, this is really strong for us in focusing on our goals and our career direction or our destiny path direction because of that Capricorn influence. And I really feel that we're going to be able to stand in our power and move forward in a highly beneficial way, bringing a lot of transformation and change. Now, there could also be transformation in the area of relationship matters as well as money and financial matters with this as well. As we move to Saturday, the 6th of February, the moon now is in Capricorn, and it's coming together with Pluto and then Venus, and then it's making a challenging square aspect to Uranus. And then it comes up to meet with Mercury that recently turned back to direct motion from being retrograde in the sign of Capricorn. And then the moon in Capricorn will make a nice beneficial trine aspect to Jupiter and Virgo. So that's a lot of things going on there with the moon on Saturday. Also that very same day, we have Mercury in a nice beneficial trine aspect to Jupiter, both in earth signs, Mercury in Capricorn, Jupiter in Virgo. And we have Venus, which has now moved on from coming together with Pluto on Friday, and now it's squaring or in a challenging aspect to Uranus. So all of this is going on Saturday. It's a lot of energy here, but I feel like with all of this, our ideas are a lot more clear. Our communication can be a lot more beneficial. We're able to expand and take movement on the steps that we need to implement our new ideas. And with the moon in Capricorn setting off all of those planets, it's a good day to work on our goals with our career, or if we're trying to redirect our career path, or if we're wanting to step into why our soul is here and step into that destiny path a little bit better. Again, ideas are going to be very strong on that day and very beneficial and practical to be able to move forward on these energies. Now with Venus squaring Uranus, again, it's moving on from Pluto and now connecting with Uranus. Again, this is bringing change. This is going to bring some sort of change and redirection with, again, finances, with relationships of different kinds. Might bring some surprising energies, things that are unexpected that you weren't prepared for. But this can be a positive as well. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a negative. So just be open and prepared for some surprises. And again, just to make mention, I feel like the divine feminine energies are really strong this week, with Venus kind of being highlighted here. Now on Sunday the 7th, the Sun in Aquarius is in a challenging aspect to Mars in Scorpio. Now the Sun in Aquarius is very freedom-oriented. It's very independent. It's a progressive energy, kind of moving towards the future. And Mars in Scorpio can bring up some empowerment issues. So because this is a challenging aspect between the Sun and Mars, I feel like there might be some circumstances, maybe with people in our lives, maybe with just other circumstances or situations, maybe with organizations that we're associated with in some way, that brings some sort of disempowering energies to our sense of freedom and independence. So that's just something that we're needing to be aware so that we can stand in our power and own our power at this time. So that's a little bit about the astrology for the week. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first card to see what the message from the angels are this week. Okay, so we're starting out with the Seven of Water. And the Seven of Water says a complex decision, the need to do research, and stop procrastinating. Okay, so this right away, because it's a water card, it means it's in the realm of emotions and feelings. And the number 7 usually means that we have to withdraw our energies and go within to do a little bit of self-reflecting or meditation. So I feel like here we have some confusing emotional energies is what it comes down to. We have a lot of cups here in the water. Some of them have bright lights above them. Some of them, the lights are more dim or even a little bit non-existent here. So this is something about choices. And again, it connects with our emotions and our feelings about something. It could be a relationship. It could be that we're just feeling very confused about our life path and what to do next or how to move forward. And what it's saying here is that we need to go within a little bit. Now, maybe we need to do some research as far as finding out more information before we move forward. But I feel more strongly that we have to go within and find more information, so to speak, or wisdom within ourselves. This is really about going within to understand the emotional conflict that we're feeling, and to be able to understand that emotional conflict better and why that's there is going to assist us then in clearing that out, rebalancing ourselves emotionally so that we can move forward in a more appropriate way. But let's go ahead and take a look at the second card to get more information on that. Okay, isn't that interesting? Major Arcana number 7. So now we have another 7 influence. This is the Chariot card with Archangel Metatron. And the message at the bottom says, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, and public recognition. So again, we have that influence of the number 7, of withdrawing our energies, going within, understanding ourselves on an emotional and spiritual level a little bit better before we're able to move forward. And whenever I see the Chariot card, and you can see here, there's an archangel that's in the chariot being pulled by 2 horses. One is a black horse and one is a white horse. I always think when I see this card that we're dealing with 2 opposing viewpoints or 2 opposing energies within us. Not necessarily the dark and the light, but that's one way you could look at it. But again, it's maybe the more positive way of believing and seeing things and, believing in ourselves and our life path. And then maybe that part of us that's a little bit more anxious or a little bit more cautious or that doesn't have that belief or that faith. And that's represented by the white horse and the black horse. And oftentimes in the Chariot card, you can't really see it quite as well in this particular card, but in the regular tarot, those horses are moving in separate directions, or they're trying to go in opposite directions, which means that it's almost stagnating the energy. It's not as productive as it could be. And again, this is why we have to go within. We have to go within and do some understanding, soul searching, connecting with our higher source of wisdom or connecting with our higher self to get the answers that we need in order to move forward. Now, when we do move forward, this is obviously saying that we can come into some sort of sense of recognition or achievement, which is going to be a really good thing. But at least for the beginning of the week, we're still trying to find our emotional balance to be able to move forward. Let's take a look at the last card for the week. And the last card is the 9 of Air. Okay. So the 9 of Air says, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. So the Air realm is the realm of the mental. And this doesn't sound like a very positive card when it says expecting the worst. But you have to take that literally because that's really what it means. This means that we, on a mental level, our ego mind is in a place of expecting the worst. We're not feeling joyful and happy. We're not feeling positive or self-assured. We're kind of in a little bit of a confused or negative space and expecting the worst, just like it says, when in fact that's just an illusion. When it comes to the ego mind, that's the fears, the doubts, the anxieties, the negatives, that's all just an illusion because we're such a strong and empowered energy. Our souls are so strong and so empowered. And I feel like this is where Venus coming together with Pluto and Uranus comes into play, is that we need to stand in our power. We need to be aware and understand of the power that is within us and own that power and stand in that divine feminine energy. Whether you're a man or a woman, that divine feminine energy is just one of trust and faith and peace and unconditional love and understanding and compassion. And as we stand in the light of those energies, then we won't expect the worst. We'll be able to release those negatives of the negative mind and let those go because we want to create the most positive and beneficial outcomes. And we're coming to a time where more and more we're understanding that our thoughts create our reality. And if we think negatively, we're going to create negatively. But if we think positively, we're going to create positively. So let's take a look at this 4th card. And that's in the original video when I was pulling the 3rd card. This one wanted to come out as well, so I went ahead and pulled it as well. And I'm glad that I did because this is the Page of Fire. And the Page of Fire says outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. It says news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and your ingenuity. So the page is about communication, okay? It's about information or communication that's coming to you, ideas or communication that you're having with other people. And the fire element is the element of spirit. It's the element of energy. It's passionate, it's uplifting, it's inspiring. And that's why the keywords at the top say things like creative and confident. And this to me is telling us that if we can release the negative expectations and we come into a place by going within ourselves with the Seven of Water and Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot, if we go within to connect with our inner wisdom and our higher soul self and release the negative mindsets or the anxieties, then we tap into this. We tap into the creative, the confident. We tap into the inspiring. We tap into this wonderful information and news that could be coming from within ourselves, or it could definitely be coming from our angels and guides or from God's source energies, of this new beneficial energy that's going to help us. This is about new ideas, creative ideas. It's about being passionate in what we speak and what we say and what we learn about. And let me take a look at I'm just being drawn to this energy right here. And as I look at this, here's an angel here in the background, and she's almost with her hand right here. She's manifesting this magical energy, this circle of light energy, which almost has another angel or a figure that's made out of fire within it. And that's that creative potential. So this is bringing about an inspiration and a creative potential of us in being able to manifest our positive reality through positive intentions, which is what I feel like the most beneficial aspect of those energies, especially towards the end of the week this week, is going to be for us. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card depending on your stone of choice. So let me just give these a little bit of a shuffle. And we're going to call in the angels and the archangels. Do that with me. Calling in the angels and archangels to bring forth whatever message is in everyone's highest and best interest according to their stone of choice. So for those that chose the black obsidian, I'm just asking the angels to show me. The black obsidian people, this one is drawing my attention. Success. Da, 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 da. We have success. So this is a beautiful energy. The angels are saying that you are going to be successful this week with your plans, your goals, your objectives. You're also going to be successful this week in turning around any negative emotional or mental energies within yourself to get to that page of fire energy, which is more positive and creative and confident. So whatever it is that you're planning, whatever it is you have on your mind, whether it be relationship related, financially related, or goal oriented or career oriented related, the angels are saying that you're going to have success. And this person looks like they're celebrating. It's not actually a person, it's an angel. So this angel is actually looking like she's celebrating her newfound success this week. And I feel like you too are going to be able to come into this energy of success. So very, very, very good information. Now this one was also calling my attention, so I'm also going to pull this one for the yellow adventuring people. Yellow adventuring people, the message is helpful people. And we have a lot of angels here surrounding a person that's in the middle that's holding a small child. And so I'm going to say that some of these helpful people are your angels and your guides, so call them in this week for extra assistance and protection and information. But the helpful people are also going to be real people that are perhaps in the form of angels or being a conduit for angelic energy to come through. So be aware and open to communications from unexpected sources, information from unexpected places, not necessarily just people. But I feel like even I'm getting like the internet, and I feel like as you research things or look at things on the internet or perhaps Facebook posts or something like that, the information that's coming through that's going to be helpful, it actually starts somewhere and it actually comes from helpful people. It's coming from someone. So there's going to be energies this week that are coming from others that are going to assist you. And this card is a very enlightening card, if you can see. the energy here with all the angels surrounding the people. There's rays of sunlight, either shining down or shining up, however you want to look at it. And this again is saying to me that these clouds of doubt are going to clear, and with the help of others, you're going to come into some very beneficial energies this week. All right, and then for those of you that chose the strawberry obsidian, so let's give this a little, okay, this one keeps popping up, so strawberry obsidian. Interesting, we have more about getting more information. So another card here, and this one actually looks like the Ascended Master, almost looks like the Ascended Master Melchizedek. It also reminds me of Archangel Raziel. And with this message of getting more information, you can see here that in this heart chakra of this Ascended Master, there's a bright and shining light of many various colors. There's green and blue and purple. So it's a rainbow color energy here at the heart chakra. So first of all, this is saying open up your heart chakra in unconditional love for yourself and for the planet, for everyone. Just kind of have that space, or be in that space of unconditional love and compassion, because that's going to open your energies to bring forth and magnetize to you the information that you need to be able to move forward. I'm also drawn to the fact that there's a geometric shape above this Ascended Master's head that is the Star of David, or a Merkaba energy. So it's also saying to open up your crown chakra, because some of this information, although, again, opening up your heart chakra can bring information from other people perhaps, but also opening up your crown chakra, some of this information, or I want to say a good deal of this information, is going to be channeled forth through you by Spirit. So I would definitely say do a lot of meditation this week. And in your meditation, perhaps you want to take some notes as you get some visions or information, or perhaps you want to meditate before writing or before working on your goals this week, because that's going to help the information to flow a lot more easily and beneficially for you. So I hope you've liked this weekly reading. Again, check into the monthly reading on YouTube, which is under Colleen Lama. Also, check out my Facebook posts on a daily basis, which are under Colleen Lama and Sacred Soul Empowerment. If you would like a personal reading or healing session, please check out my services on sacredsoulempowerment.com. I would love to be able to assist you on your path of evolution and growth as you move towards your highest and most important destiny path. So until next week, much love and light to all, and many, many angel blessings.